Entrepreneurs and small business owners can frequently find themselves in one of two camps with respect to time. Either they've got not enough of it or they've got way too much. Which are you in? Hey, welcome back. Mike Sutton here with BeBuildHave.com. I work with first generation small business owners and entrepreneurs on developing and mastering the mindset, beliefs, habits, and skills necessary for small business happiness and success. And how to use your time is one of the biggest challenges a lot of entrepreneurs face. I talk to business owners all the time who say, on one side, maybe they've got too much time and they feel like they're depressed or lazy or bored, or they need more business and they just don't feel like they have enough and they don't know what to do to get it. On the other side, sometimes business owners just feel busy and overwhelmed and distracted all the time, and they'll never get to the end of their to-do list, and they just have to get all this stuff done before they can finally start growing the way they want to grow. So the thing that I want you to know is whether you find yourself feeling bored, lazy, or depressed, or whether you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, too busy, and too distracted, these feelings are not the symptoms, they are the problem. As the business owner, it's necessary, you must feel productive, focused, and effective in order for your business to grow. And the way that you get those feelings, the core of this problem, is that you're not focusing on the right things. You're letting yourself focus on things that aren't moving you forward instead of focusing on the things that are going to move you forward. And the thing that ties this all together is developing the mindset that you are a producer. As the owner of a small business, you only have one responsibility, and that's to produce. And early on, you're either producing sales or you're producing what you've sold. And that's all there is to it. You don't need anything else. Websites, business cards, sales funnels, all that other stuff is nowhere on that list. You're responsible for producing sales and for producing what you sold. As the business grows, things can start to feel a little bit more complicated. And at that point, it's critically important that you stay focused. As the business expands, it's frequently going to increase in complexity, and you'll be faced with challenges for delegation and prioritization and scheduling and all these other things that come up, management type issues. And yes, that's a legitimate part of the business, but that's when it becomes even more important for you to stay focused on what's going to move the needle forward in your business. The most important skill that you can develop as a business owner, and you have to develop it sooner rather than later, is to tell the difference between what's important and what's unimportant, what's going to move the needle forward and what's not going to move your business forward. Developing that skill is the single most important thing that you can do as a small business owner, so that when you find yourself in those times where you've got nothing to do, your habit is to go out and start finding new business, whether it's picking up the phone, going to networking events, reaching out to people on social media or by email. It could be following up with past clients or past prospects that you never closed. There are opportunities to go out there and produce sales. And if you don't have business to deliver, that's what you're doing. Once you've got business to deliver, then your time becomes split between delivering the product or service and generating new sales, until it gets to the point where you no longer have time to go generate new sales, and then you outsource the delivery of the product. And that's how you grow your business. Totally straightforward. I just finished listening to a spectacular book on the topic by Greg McKeown. The book is called Essentialism, and it's all about figuring out what those most essential tasks are so that you can always be focused on the thing that's going to have the biggest impact in your business. I'll put a link to that book in the show notes. I highly recommend it, whether you find it on Audible or just on Kindle or a paper book. I guess people still read that. However you choose to consume that book, incredibly valuable book, I found, and you might enjoy it too. So that's the show for today. I've been totally blown away by the feedback and support I've received, even now just 5 days into relaunching the show. I love it. I've been answering questions by email. People have been reaching out to me. If you got value from the comment, please consider sharing the video with people that you know, with your audience. If you want to subscribe to the show, you can find the video on YouTube. You can find the audio on iTunes or your favorite podcasting application. And you can always find the full show notes and all the episodes at BeBuildHave.com. If you like this episode in particular and you want more tips like this, you also might find value in downloading my free report, 3 ways to increase the value of your time, again, over at BeBuildHave.com. Until we speak again, be the person, build the business, and have the successful life you want. I guess it would help if I hit refresh. record first. Or you could feel like you don't have enough of it, which can feel like busyness, overwhelmed, or distracted. Why can't I? 3 words to remember. All right. I always leave that bit out. I've got to include the whole thing. Maybe I should just do a different intro. This should be easy for me to do, right? All right.